Hey everyone, welcome back to my video. I thought it'd be an interesting video to show you what I ate when I went to the city. As some of you know, I'm currently on a somewhat strict diet. I wouldn't say super strict, but more on a macro friendly diet. So this is just a behind the scenes to what I eat when I am traveling. So something that me and my wife do is that we travel to the city once a month, and normally while we're on a diet we typically eat what we want. But since I'm on diet, I typically like to eat something more healthy or lesser in fat. So I'm eating this ham, and I'm gonna make like a ham burger. Get it? And I have the egg here. As you can see, it's not gonna be sunny side up. And I'm just gonna show you my super chef skills here. So normally it's just pretty much processed chicken as well as an egg, and this processed ham is pretty low in calories, so it's about, I don't know, it's about 4 protein each ham, so it's high in protein and lower in fat. So that's how we like to start off our day typically. And the bun is about 20 carbs, so it's more on the lower fat meal right here. Of course, I gotta put some sauce. I didn't put a lot of sauce because I'm traveling. I was afraid that's gonna fall all over my shirt, which does happen from time to time. So I've learned my lesson, and I put this into a go-to bag or a sandwich bag. And of course I need to have my coffee, so I got myself an iced coffee, and I made this instant coffee that I got from Thailand. It's a low calorie coffee, and I found that this Lego ice that my brother got me is the only ice that could fit into this bottle, which is awesome. I typically don't prefer to bring back the bottle, so this is perfect. So I have everything ready, and of course let's get started for our journey to Kuala Lumpur. Something that I did mention is that we go to the city about once a month, and the reason so is just to get out from the tiny town that I'm from. So I'm from a small city called Malacca, and it's not the biggest. As you can see, that's the McDonald's that we typically go. Alright, where am I? Alright, so going to the city. So something that we do is we go to the city about once a month, just to break the routine and just to kind of try new food, and yeah, just get out of our norm in Malacca. So that's something that we do enjoy on a monthly basis, and something that I do with my wife. And the funny thing is, I also like to do this on a weekday. So take a day off and just travel to KL on a weekday where there's lesser traffic and lesser people, hopefully. And here you can see me enjoying my little lean burger, or what I like to call that. And I don't know about you, but I always need to have my coffee when I'm traveling. So normally I would get a McDonald's iced latte without sugar, but since again I'm on diet, I have this low calorie coffee. About 1 hour 20 minutes later, we arrived to the city, and the trademark of the city is definitely that tallest building right there, and of course the traffic. Well, it's a weekday, so there is some traffic. It's not as bad as sometimes on the weekend, so this is something that we can give and take without any issue. Once we were done at the gardens, we stopped by at Solaris at a restaurant called Go Hyung Restaurant. Well, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, but they have a lot of interesting meals like this pork and soup, pork bone stew, this cockle bibimbap, and a lot of other interesting things like the kimchi spam. My wife definitely couldn't decide, so I told her, well, it's up to you to decide what you want to get it. So she did all the decision because she's the boss in this relationship. I do love the decoration of this place, and the only thing I could read was the bibimbap. Phew. Thank God. But yeah, the decoration definitely stood out, and there were a lot of Koreans here as well, so we came to the right place. About 10 minutes later, our food arrived, and the waiter was pretty amazing. He made sure everything was perfect, and he wanted to do everything, so service was definitely top notch here. So I highly recommend this place if you're in this area. Food-wise, we were glad we stumbled upon this place. Being to Korea, we felt this place was pretty authentic, and the bosses or the managers were Koreans as well. And they were pretty attentive as well, so definitely highly recommend this place. Of course, the wife had to make sure everything is perfect before she can Instagram and before we can start. I think the bibimbap was amazing. We never had cockles this fresh before, so I highly recommend this cockle bibimbap. It was something unique and something that was something different compared to the traditional vegetarian bibimbap or chicken or beef bibimbap. And the portion was pretty large as well, so we were kind of surprised. So we actually ordered 3 different things: the pork soup, the cockle bibimbap, as well as a seafood pancake. So probably it was too much for 2, but we never regret, because it's not often that we come to the city, so we get to try every single thing. For the pancake, I would give it a solid 10. Everything would be a solid 9 on a solid 10, as again they were pretty authentic and they taste delicious. Price wise, they weren't too crazily expensive, being for what you get based on the portion as well as the price. The side dishes were pretty okay too. I didn't really like the radish as well as the kimchi. I felt that I had better, but the rest of the side dishes were pretty good, especially the oyster mushrooms, which was one of my favorite actually. And one of the questions that could be on your mind is that, is this healthy? Is all you are eating healthy? Well, the answer is no. It is not the healthiest, but again, it's all about the balance. So that's one of the reasons why we started our day with our breakfast on the leaner side, as well as on the dinner we're gonna have on the leaner side as well. So again, all about moderation, kind of balance our breakfast and dinner, and something that we can enjoy, which is this meal. Once we're done, we went to Kim's Mart before heading back to Malacca, which is again another 1.5 hours back before we go back to our diet and have chicken breasts and potatoes. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was fun recording it, and take care. Bye bye. Do subscribe.